Hello everyone and welcome to Apex Online Racing Season 9. We are here at Brazil for round 18 of this season's almost end, and yeah, we start again from the back, and hopefully we get some exciting races here today. Yeah, side note really is that there's only 5 people in the lobby today, so that's quite sad turnout. Not really something you would expect from split 1, but yeah, that's what we have to do. So we see that we are here in 5th, and Y comes in the Ferrari, put it on pole. We are right here behind Nick FD who decided to name his Steam name after a Dutchman, so that's good. 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go here in Brazil for round 18 of Apex Online Racing Season 9, and we get a decent launch on our prime tires. We see that Granu also decided to start on the primes. He loses a position right away to Andre into turn 1, and we stay in P5, just warming up to the race, and of course letting the pack spread out a little bit. We see that Granu loses another position to Nick there. Yeah, that's mainly of course because he also started on the primes just like me. You can't expect to start on the heavier tire and maintain all your positions, but he qualified in 2nd, so good pace from him. Hopefully yeah, he can stick behind Nick and the rest, and me as well, so that in the, let's say, option stint there will be a little more pace here. Most of the field, actually no, I think the whole field is gonna go for a 1-stop here this afternoon. And it's funny because the other splits, a lot of people went for 2 stops, and I told a friend of mine to go for 1 stop, and I think he got 3rd or 4th with it in his split, and he would have been around 7th or something if he went with the 2-stop strategy. So he was happy, and funny how across splits the strategies differ a lot. So yeah, on to lap 2 here, still behind Granu, so I think at the end of the straight we're gonna skip a few laps until there's a little more action again. Coming up to the end of lap 3 here, onto the back straight, right behind Granu. He didn't have the best exit out of the penultimate corner, let's say. Not really, because this is the last corner technically, but it doesn't matter. We are on his back, DRS open, rich mix on the inside. He leaves us room, we leave him room. We take the apex here beautifully, and that's moved on Granu there. And hopefully I can help him drag him along a little bit with me, so we can close in on the pack. You can see he comes very close here at the end of the straight. I leave him room on the inside here, go side by side. You can see him in my mirror. I leave a little room here as well, still side by side, but I got the inside corner here, so that should be alright for me. Of course he's smart to back out there, because there's no way that I can't go wide there. It's really how the corner flows. Even if you want to give room on the outside there's no way to do so. And yeah, he was wise to back off, because I of course had the inside line, so I would have been running wide regardless of his car there or not. So yeah, that's then the move done on Granu. He's still 6 tenths behind us, so he should grab the DRS on me, so I should get a good run here. And yeah. Alright, here on lap 10 you see that we are in -1 lap of fuel, so we go here to lean, back right into optimum, and then to the center as we are approaching Nick in the Ferrari here. And on lap 11 his options of course starting to hit the peak of performance, while the primes of course steady as she goes. They always say these orange tires, you can't really destroy them, and even if they are kind of worn they still drive sort of the same as they get fresh. So we pulled out almost 5.3 seconds on Granu, but I do believe that he made a couple of mistakes as well. So right on the back of Nick here, and as you can see on the mini map that little ahead of Nick is Andre, and Wycombs is already on the back straight, so he's been pulling out a great gap on those option tires there, and I believe it's gonna be a little bit tricky to be able to catch up with him. And you can see Nick going all the way over the curves, having a, well, let's say sucky exit if you ask me, because if you go over the curves you can be very late on the power, so easy pass here even before the DRS. Again in -1 lap of fuel, but I was kind of pushing it on the fuel here in the first part of the race, just because I wanted to be a little lighter on fuel because of the lack of grip and traction from the primes. Then a lighter car in fuel will compensate a little. So moving on to lap 16, we are on the back of Andre now. You can see him go through that corner there. We take a beautiful inside line there, good exit, and back into your standard fuel. Most of the track you can take in standard or high, and one sector you want to sometimes take in, let's say, lighter fuel mix. So here we go on the back straight. Should have DRS on him, I believe, and yes we do. So that will gain us lots of car lengths closer to him, and if we get a nice break into turn 1, do sort of, but we miss our apex a bit, but it's okay. At least you don't run into any dirty air. Here we do, as you can see, squiggling a little bit, swimming around the corner. Andre leaves us room here on the outside, so we take the inside line, or he leaves room on the inside, we take the inside line, and that's really easy move done there. He didn't really fight us at all there, but that's okay. He probably wanted to conserve his tires, or he wanted to lose not a lot of time. So skipping on to lap 19 from 17, going to lean, as you can see, and entering our pit box. Here, if you look at the tire indicator, it's sort of brown, not dark brown. Yeah, they're not completely worn just yet. They do look a little bit shabby, they don't drive all that well. And of course it's lap 19 onto 20, so 16 more laps on these medium tires, so that should be manageable until the end. Yeah, I'm going for a one stop, but I of course reverse strategy, starting on the primes, so the last stint for me will be the quickest. I was in fuel saving mode for a couple of laps. Andre right on our gearbox, as you can see, on his primes. He has one shot, he takes the inside line, little contact, no problem. Still leave him room here, just like I did with Granu, but yeah, you should expect me to run wide here again, because that's the way the corner goes, even on these fresh options. So yeah, going through this S section, and I believe I don't even know the corner names here. Gillen calls this the penis corner, but yeah, time for the fastest lap and a little music. Lap 28 now, we skip, as you can see, the gap on lap 29 is 5.1, and we go at the end of lap 29 onto 30, the gap is 4 seconds, so 1.1 on that lap. Then we go through another lap, another half a second on Y comes there, and then on to lap 32, 1.7 away from him. So there we go, lap 32 to 33, there's only 1 second gap left, so there we go. It reduced the gap over the last couple of laps significantly, and also some laps is only 5 tenths or 7 tenths, but right now DRS on him, and even going a little purple there because of the DRS, of course. And we go chase him down. Hopefully we can overtake him. We have 4 laps left, so it should be doable, because he's of course on the primes, I'm on the options. They're of course running at the end of their life cycle, but as you can hear, Wycombs is sort of struggling on his primes, and yeah, this car sounds really weird in my opinion. That's why I was quiet for a moment. Yeah, drifting around everything is like he's constantly on the power, it looks like. And his tires are also smoking from it. Good for the temperature, obviously, but I don't think it's good for tire life at all. If he does that in his car for real. Here we go, overtaking him again on the inside line here. I run a little bit wide, he tries to go for the switchback. I leave him a little room, then I run him wide off the corner because I had the inside line. But he's still on a gearbox, he should have DRS on us, so we take here, defend the inside line. Then we squeeze him out to the right side and we take the inside line. Still side by side here, but I have the inside line and a better exit with my option tires, so that's the move done from me, and back into well, let's say P1 out of P5. So I'm sure that if the grid were a little bigger this week, that it wouldn't have been P1, but right now it is, with just 2 more laps left. As we come to the end of lap 35 here, so we're gonna go on to the last lap, and you can see that the gap to Wycombs now is 2.2 seconds, and that's really enough of a gap, if you ask me, of course. It doesn't really matter how big the gap is at the end, really, because even if it's only half a second, you still end up winning. It's that brings to mind that cliche one-liner from well, it's not really a one-liner, but a real silly phrase from the Fast and the Furious movie. Anyways, yeah, relatively fun race, I must say. I had a lot of fun on this track. It's a good track. It's a shame that not a lot of people came. We of course only have 9 main drivers left in our split at the end of the season, so yeah, there's at least been 10 people that left over the course of the season, which is a shame, if you ask me, because no competition is less fun, but that's why I'm starting from the back, just to get a little nicer videos in. So come on to the back straight, final time on the last lap here, 2.8 seconds to Wycombs, and yeah, that's Brazil, as we swerve over the line and come in for a win. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Hopefully see you again for Abu Dhabi, the finale, next week. Take care.